Alright, here we are again. I might as well do it now. So, this is an up-to-date, more up-to-date version. I'll put up the screenshot I took of the version I was playing the whole time. So, fixed wire scene for hopefully the final time. Fixed concert tarot. Initial GUI text color, GUI polish, CG gallery done. Oh, we get to finally look at all the artwork. More update, back-end tweaks, cleanliness, blah blah blah. Extras, updates, blah blah blah, yeah. Check for update, goddamn dude. Your server URL, toggle automatic, about, patchy patch. Okay, it does tell you all this. Takes a screenshot. Mouse. Blah blah blah. Options. Enable lewd images. There was only one lewd image. The whole time. Enable forward scroll so I can scroll forward instead of just backwards up to where I return. Skip. This is the most important choice of the whole game, so... let's see, Page up. Okay, I can just hold page up now. I'm gonna do something special. We kept my... I guess it puts its saves in, somewhere else. You know what, I'm just gonna do it right here. I can't... I'm not even sure what he's saying. Oh, some guy wanted me to, kind of wanted to hear somebody do it, so I'll do it. Ohayo Kwahazumu Kurasu. Today you have to Kurasu Mitotsu Barikinu. I don't even know what the fuck he's saying. Kun Purizu Kamu upon the... It's making my head light. I'm getting lightheaded just doing this. Introduce your shelfu. Purizu return to Yoshito. Kun. Hi. Now Kurasu. There you go. Okay. So I went to Nazer last time, so I'm going to do the exact opposite. I don't want to piss off the caveman. Probably best I try to not make the principal pissed at me. Can't-fist beautification sounds like slave labor, and my arms are strictly for shitposting and gaming. I try to recall the way that the Pomelo prima donna showed me to the office. Somehow I found myself in the potato ranch at the back of the school. What? Fuck, am I tired already? How the fuck did I end up here? Don't worry, man, it happens to new students all the time. Some pink raptor smelling of very heavily burnt grass surprises me. If you're looking for the office, you're gonna want to go that way. Thanks, dude. Whatever your name could be. I don't know. No problem, man. I'm about to go myself, but I forgot something in my locker. See ya. He walks off down another hallway. I should follow the directions he gave me. Oh wait. Was that the drummer from last night? Huh. As I near the office, I can feel a heavy tension suffusing into the air. In front of the principal's office is Naomi and some other chick engaged in a heated conversation. Come on, there's no reason at all for you to keep us from selling merchandise at school. But we've already told you before that due to your friend's record, we can't allow you to sell on school grounds. 7 times, in fact. The purple one, Trish, throws up her hands in frustration. 6, this is the 7th. Go ahead and fill out a form if you really want to try again. I saw last time you just threw it in the trash without reading it. It was illegible. Trish, you should work on your handwriting a bit, goddamn. I don't have time for this. I need to go track someone down. Okay, so With the other choice, you see her talk to Nazer and try to gore him, but since you're here earlier, she stomps away, leaving Naomi to deflate a bit. That anything important? Sorry you had to see that. I didn't notice we were blocking the door from you. My apologies. The principal asked to see me early. I'm not really in any rush. Very commendable of you, though. Go right ahead on in. Yeah. Open the door to the cramped office, expecting to see a gruff cave of a workspace. Well, old photos. You gonna stand there forever? What are you waiting for? Plant myself in one of the armchairs and sink a bit lower into the cushion than expected. Perks of being a human. Punctual like I asked. I trust that what happened last night won't become a recurring problem with you. No. Meant what I said last night. Hopefully not about the pile driving. I didn't bring you here to lecture you. Not many people have to use the school's financial, blah blah blah, financial. With the screech of a banshee, a blur of purple launches itself into an unsuspecting student. Everyone in the hallway pauses to which of a I'ma kill you, Trigger. Oh my god. Everyone in the hallway pauses to watch as a midget of a Triceratops attempts to bring down the taller raptor student. The student body collectively rolls their eyes and continues on, choosing to ignore the pissed-off Trigger as she finally forces the helpless guy to the floor and sits triumphantly on his chest. Man. I'm pretty sure some would pay good money for this treatment. The ineffectual pummel slapping continues as she flails at the raptor's face. You were there last night, weren't you? I was. Get off me, you psycho bitch. You owe my band an apology. Will it get you off me? If it's good enough. I'm sorry, just get off. Wait, she's in the band that played yesterday? I should get out of here. Last thing I need is whatever's going on here. I discreetly slip away down the nearest hall. That happen often? Does what happen often? What? Nazer's leaning against a set of lockers, along with that guy from before. The other one's making a throat-slashing gesture, waving a palm across his neck. Nothing important. BXR, best tactic in the game, you know. Yeah, makes sense, I guess. I'm sorry for how things went last night. I didn't think those assholes would laugh at you. Nah, man, it's cool. They called me because they wanted me to kill bugs crawling on the drums with a couple sticks. I don't know why a bunch of people came there to watch it. What? And you're absolutely sure Trish is taking it okay? Hell yeah, man, nothing going on in the Trish department at all. Except she's going around sitting on people's faces. Reed suddenly reaches into his pocket and retrieves his phone. I'm surprised at how much different dialogue there is because of that one choice. Tapping away at a shockingly long password. Right, gotta go. Catch you later. The raptor bolts before Nazer can respond, undoubtedly related to the Triceratops. Weird guy. Nazer actually wanted to talk to you. Bing bong! Can't miss my homeroom today. It'll have to wait. That's fine. See you later. Nazer heads off down the hall and I go to my own homeroom. The periods pass and eventually it's lunchtime again. I've been focusing a bit less on class and more on getting a routine down to avoid unwanted confrontation. Phasing out everybody else. Passing by the athletic wars. Okay. This is very important. See, if I choose the cookies, I get the apocalypse scenario. You know what I mean? Alright, now we're at the garden. Alright, so I asked what was up, so we're going to see what happens this time. Now, I don't know her that well. If it's something personal, Nazer can help her with it. Sorry, I've been a bit stressed. I've just been worried about Nazer. Something wrong? Oh, pfft. Well, you know, now that I think about it, Naomi kind of has a good reason to try to get Fang to change. Because of... Like, look at Nazer, he's falling asleep because of all that shit. There's at least a small reason to actually pry in someone else's life. Alright, so, this might be important. So I'm gonna stay silent. Can't guarantee their style won't be better than dog shit if I lose this challenge. Certainly can't get worse. This is between the members of the band. In the end, the majority still rules. I'm sorry, Fang, but we can't get into creative squabbles like this all the time. And you already agreed to it, right? How controlling. Fang hangs her head in defeat. I'm gonna get depressed by the end of this, ain't I? I guess so. Don't let it get to you so hard. Just gotta get it out of your systems, alright? Like, you know, get it all out now so you don't have to later, you know? Like Trish said, I never said that. Because that's how these things work. You know until you don't, and then all the rest is whack. Just put an AZ quote, I guess. What? It's like the bigger picture. You got Fang playing bass with all us. And they're all like, oh yeah, good thing I'm not thinking about playing other instruments, yeah. Richest raptor in the world. And then you're all like, see, I told you so. So we should let them play now and get it all out. They'd be zooming in on Trish's face. Thanks, Reed. Yeah, thanks a lot. So they're doing it anyways? With the guitar instead of the basses? Okay. So Reed just does it anyways. I definitely won. You stay this skinny. So they're gonna do it anyways. Okay, it's still the same thing, just a little bit of different dialogue. That's the only picture. So far, at least. I think I'm gonna leave Fang alone. Fang wouldn't want to be bothered right now anyways. Looking back to my paper, I try once again to make sense of the questions and music notes. Write the following notes in dribble blah blah blah. You should have asked Fang for help, man. I have to grab the desk to keep myself from falling out of my chair. What the fuck? Just getting an absent note signed by Teach. Yeah. You wouldn't believe the things he'll let you do with these. Let me turn this down. No, you don't have to. Yo, Teach, this guy needs some extra help with these musical numbers. All eyes turn to us. The desk makes a nice conk sound when my head hits it. Does he really? Someone Fang. Thanks, Reed. I appreciate it. No problem, man. Might as well. Yeah, now we're with the tension. Tug her tail. Same old thing. This might be important. Joking is a good way to move past mistakes. And this'll be fine. Nothing wrong will happen. I know that you guys sounded so bad. I know that you guys sounded so bad. You never made it past your intro. Man, maybe if I was expecting dinner and a show, not a comedy skit. I know I'm not the best comedian in the world, but nothing, not a chuckle or anything. I think I hear some cracking. Oh, that'd be her knuckles popping. Okay. Fang's face twists into a sneer, and her hand slowly comes up into a fist. I may have overestimated my comedic talents, or friendship. My head snaps to the side, a burning sting radiating from my cheek. My foot catches on the pile of discarded gardening tools. The world spins and I land on my ass where we were weeding. At least something broke my fall. Isn't this the flower bed? You fucking asshole. Fang storms off, shouldering past Rosa, who's stunned silent. Rosa isn't stunned for long enough, and suddenly an orange terror descends upon me like I set off some sort of alarm. Look forward to my playthrough of Kingdom Hearts 3 whenever I get a chance to do it. Let's interrupt. She seems at a loss for words. I should say something. You're feeling helpless, right? Like you don't matter? Fang looks at me with desperation. I put my arm on Fang's shoulder. You're in a pretty bad spot. Self-improvement is hard, but there's nothing to be gained without sacrifice. There's no harm in diversifying. Maybe you're right. There's not that much in the way between you two. You'll be there to support me, yeah. Okay, so it just skips past it. Stay quiet. Stay quiet again. And the worst part is, he can't even hate me. She picks her head up. Rivulets of tears and orange eyeliner run down her cheeks and leave bright stains on her knees. I can tell him to fuck off every day and he'll still be there the next. As if nothing fucking happened. He's a constant reminder of everything I can't be. He's a goddamned Boy Scout. Little Mr. Perfect. And always be in his fucking shadow. I can't just change, just magically get better at everything, even if someone like Nazer tries to help. And it's clear he wants to, but the sheer difference between us, it won't ever happen. But my brother tries. He's always trying, he just fucks up. Every fucking time. Different art. She wipes a tear with one of her hands, but leaves a bloody smudge instead. Nazer knows who he is. I don't even know what I am. Do I step in now? Let's see what he says. You're Fang. She looks to me with tears streaming down her cheek. Even if you don't see it, you're still you. The Fang I know likes music, bad movies, and doesn't take crap from any adults. Am I right? Fang nods slowly. Here's what I think. Alright, same full thing. Stay quiet. Who am I, damn it? I can only define myself by the things I'm not. I'm not a good band player. I'm not a good sibling. I'm not a good friend. I'm not a good person. My mind is a fucking mess. In my head, it's all my thoughts. They're all fucking foggy. Half the time I'm hating myself. Am I who I say I am? Maybe. Not really. The other half, I'm daydreaming of being something special. That I'm different from everyone, above them. I know more than them. They're both lies. I'm fucking lying to myself, but it's like I'm just here to be a drain on myself and others. I'm stuck with myself. I can't just drop everything and try other things now. It's just too late for that. There's too many ways to fuck up. Music is the only thing I've ever been decent at, and even then, she looks to me desperately at a lost for words. Do I say the thing? It's never too late to try something new. I can't. I just can't. You have support from me and Nazer, right? Maybe. Here's what I think. Blah, blah, blah. Why won't you say anything? Here I am begging for help and you haven't said a word. You're always so sure of yourself, yet here you are listening to me in a crisis and you can't say anything. Fang grips my jacket with both hands, digging in. What is it you have that I don't? Man, I'm gonna need that Dan Aykroyd Crystal Skull vodka after this, I bet. Ugh. What is it you want from me? What is it I want from you? When you got here a few weeks ago, you were just some nobody kid without friends who lives alone on financial assistance. She's shaking my arm around. And now everyone I know is friends with you. You have no talents, no specific knowledge anywhere, no real personality, thank you. I really appreciate it. What is it with you that you can lack an identity, but know exactly who you are? I don't know. What? I don't know how to say it. All I know is I'm me. You're you. I struggle to find the right words. Fang stares pleadingly. Eventually, she buries her eyes in my jacket arm. It's like, I don't know, you're trying to be something you're not. It needs to happen naturally. Fang looks up from my arm. Naturally? If you're forcing this, whatever, then it's like some misplaced idea or like a refusal to leave the comfort zone. What I'm trying to say is, I ended up trying to be someone else too. To the point that I rejected who I really was, and I started to fuck myself up. I'm not about making others notice me, or about being great at something. I just do what makes me, me. I'm the only me here, and I think it's safe to assume that there's several of you. Like, you don't know, you said it yourself. Her fingers tighten up around my arm. I'm not certain she's breathing right now. There's a ton of different people going through what you are right now, trying to force their egos, only to reject who they really are. Not to undermine your feelings or anything. And at the end of it all, I've accepted that I am and will always be me. You see? I have to figure it out myself. Fang's grip loosens. She puts her hands around her knees and lowers her head. Her expression is one of complete resignation. I can't do anything on my own. How am I supposed to do something like this? You aren't alone. I'm here, Reed and Trish are here. You already know Nazer wants to help. It doesn't have to be all at once. Fang looks back to me and gives a sad smile. Alright. She tries to dry her tears again, only to smudge her face with blood and makeup again. I remove my jacket and offer the sleeve to her. Grabs it to wipe her eyes. It's laundry day anyways. After returning my jacket, Fang looks to me again with a somber smile. Why did you come up here? It's nice up here, quiet. Why alone? I have to think. Maybe to throw myself a pity party. I do this every year. Up here? Not just somewhere I can be alone. Every year, though. Since I was 11. What happened? I broke Nazer's wing. So we get this information earlier with this. My foot tastes extra salty today. We used to be really close. He looked up to me. I was supposed to watch him. I'm his big sister after all. He had asked me if we could really fly. Fang stretched her wings to highlight that. I said, of course. I looked away for a second, and then it happened. He jumped off the bluff. Her eyes became distant, and I can only guess just how vividly she's reliving this moment of her past. I watched as he jumped, and as he bounced off the cliff and into the water. I climbed down as fast as I could, hoping to God he wasn't dead. But the current, Dad and the lifeguard had to go in because the current was too strong. Her voice quakes as she is engulfed in her memory. When Mom came with the medic, Fang chokes back a sob and continues. I thought he was dead. Covered in blood. Limbs mangled. My baby brother, just 9 years old, had jumped off the bluff thinking he could fly. Without a second thought, I draw her into a hug, comforting her. Her voice is muffled by my jacket, but she continues. I'm why his wing is a fucking mess. I did it. So why doesn't he hate me? Because you're a sister. Fang flinches in my arms, but doesn't pull away. You're the one that's hurting Fang, not Nazer. I surprised myself there. I honestly don't know how I managed this conversation. I let go of Fang and leaned back, giving her some space. Her breathing is evening out, and she looks far more composed now. I'm sorry for what I said earlier. About how you're a nobody. You're pretty much right. Maybe I shouldn't have put it so harshly. All this time I thought people like you were useless, something like that. But here you are, proving me wrong time and time again. I get what you mean. I could say the same to you as well. I've been breaking your rules like you've been breaking mine. Maybe we're both just useless nobodies. She chuckles. Can I see that? Fang points at my oversized hall pass. Yeah. Our fingers brushing for a second. She blushes while she handles the acoustic bathroom pass. I think I finally got the tune. Well, that was different. Alright, so what I did last time was I waited. We're going to excuse myself because Naomi pulled her bullshit. I need to get away from here, fast. Actually, I need to use the bathroom myself now. So I'm ditching her, I guess. We'll be here. I slowly start dragging my feet away from Naomi. Wait. I freeze in place. Fair warning, watch the ceiling. I sense great tragedy in those words. Whatever, I don't want to be here. Okay, there's still unfinished art. I don't know how much of the art got finished from the version I was using and this one currently. The public restroom looks clean enough from the outside, but I can see through the open doors that it gets cleaned maybe once a week. I'm not here to use the restroom anyways. If I'm right, I just need to look behind the building and jackpot. Fang is resting on the wall with a half-finished cigarette between her fingers. Got a spare? She shrugs half-heartedly, holding out the half-smoked sin stick to me. I hesitate. Fang tilts her head before she can pull her hand back. I accept the smoke. The cherry at the end burns dimly as I tap off the ash. It's not an indirect kiss. Smooth, blah blah blah. I don't know whether it's because the nicotine, blah blah blah, thanks. Hand her back the cigarette. Fang's tail drums a steady rhythm on the wall as she takes one last long drag. She blows out a heavier cloud and drops a stump on the ground. Stamp on the stub before she can, giving a solid twist. How'd you find me? Where else would you be? She gives a brief shrug. We could probably get away with ditching Nazer and Naomi. So now we're going to ditch them. How'd you manage that? Secret family technique. Running away. That is the Joestar technique, isn't it? Suddenly an image of Fang's dad pops in my mind and realize I probably shouldn't be seen alone with her behind a public restroom, under penalty of holy shit, my spleen is outside my body. Let's get out of here. Let's get a move on. Oh, we're gonna sneak off. The two of us peek from behind the building to make sure the coast is clear of any brothers or scheming persimmon piranhas. Look at this face. Isn't it beautiful? The coast is clear. I think I know where to look. Please tell me it's not in the shitty Promenade Palace. Little true. Oh, Okay, I guess certain choices just have you kind of skip ahead just a little bit. Why didn't you mention it? The two of us sprint conspicuously across the park to the nearest cover in the concrete jungle. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to load, and I'm going to do what I did before. I'm going to wait for Fang, and we're going to skip. I'll ask Nazer myself this time. Actually, Nazer, I'll lean in and start whispering. Yeah, maybe it's a good idea to split into groups. Yeah, you're funny. Nazer's brow grows slick with sweat. Christ, what did his dad tell him? This is going to be difficult. I take a look at her. Take a look at her, man. You know she doesn't want to get along with Naomi. His eyes shift back, catching sight of Fang's poorly withheld anger. It's only a matter of time before things go nuclear. And as much as I'd find a cat fight amusing, neither of us wants to see Fang and Naomi duke it out. Be that as it may, we still can't split. I'm supposed to keep an eye on you two right now. What are we whispering about? Naomi has circled around behind us and pokes her head between Nazer and I. Don't worry about it, babe. You just wanted to split the group for a bit. That's a wonderful idea. These choices, man. But babe, you know I'm supposed to. I think you should trust Annan. You really think I'm the frisky type? Nazer looks at me for a moment. Yeah. Wow. It's true. I mean, A, go fuck yourselves. B, I'm not some degenerate. And despite his looks, the Annan I know won't end up doing anything weird. You really think so? Sure. You promise not to make it weird or anything? No, of course not. Seems it's settled then. We'll look on the east side of town. Yeah, trust ya. Nazer grabs Nazer by the arm and leads him around a corner and onto another street. Nazer gives one last worried look before he's out of sight. What were the three of you huddling about? Fang was walking behind us this whole time. I didn't notice. I was just getting rid of him. You're a lifesaver. Seems like it was either this or someone ends up with a black eye. You think I'd stop at a black eye? Now it's just the two of us, alone. Alright, now I'm gonna go back again and do the other choice. No way am I paying $40 for this shit. We can find a place on our own. You know, this place is well known for trafficking. Fine, you fucking cunt. I think I'll fix the cables this time. It could be a serious hazard if I leave them like this. Like a fire hazard or something, I think. I'll just put them all into all on one of Moe's surge protectors. And done. Now that's taken care of, I glance at the pizza-themed clock on the wall. 30 minutes until the show starts. The band is doing one last sound test, the Raid's bass drum bearing another da-da-da. Trish has a wicked grin on her face, and I can practically see the dollar signs in her face. So, is nothing wrong? Yep, okay, it's screwed up. And as if right on cue, half of the lights on stage cut out. Because of my dumbass. Trish strummed silently before giving a confused glance at the speakers. Tuesday? Fang fell out of tempo with Reed's drums, stumbling over the end of the song. It's silent. I begin the clap, followed by several other patrons. Stumbling over the edge of the song. Seconds away from being curb stomped, Rosa's on the other side of the room, too entranced by the music. My eyes scan the room before noticing Trish, the sheer vehement rage radiating from her, visibly distorting the air around her. Fuck. My jaw aches as I picture myself in Stella's place, courtesy of one pissed-off womanlet. I hear my one saving grace. No thanks to that asshole. Oh no. What's wrong? Skinny sabotaged the show. I told him not to touch the wires and look what happened. I was only trying to help. Trish holds up her hand to my face, waving the other around the grand gestures. You ruined the big finale. We've missed our chance to make it big. Why is it only my base cut out anyways? Are you actively trying to ruin us? I told you Reed knew what he was doing. Do you not trust him? Trish trickles down. Tears trickle down her sweat-glazed face. Is Fang really the only one you care about? You're not the only person in the world. This hypocritical bitch. The sharp words cut right through me. The show went great. Our first good concert. Crowd actually clapped. No thanks to him. I didn't do it on purpose, even though you deserved it. Before she could interrogate me further, Fang grabbed Trish on the arm. Didn't you say you wanted to set up our merch? Trish winces, then gives a begrudging sigh, lowering her accusatory finger. You aren't even worth it. Trish storms off, leaving Fang and I alone. And Reed, who was listening the entire time. You really should trust others, you know. It's like they say, trust is the building block of our economy. Or something. What? There are two types of people in this world, bro. People who believe and people who trust. And you believed in something false. Your impulsiveness. This guy's getting deep on us. Before I can begin to comprehend Reed's capitalist sermon, my ears are assaulted by very Italian yelling. Hey kids, look at this apron little trick a friend sold me. My life is like a video game, trying hard to beat the stage, all while trying to collecting coin. Alright, July 31st. So we played the guitar last time, so let's get to studying, I guess. I should focus on my midterms. Oops. I'd rather get started with studying, actually. Fang lowers her arm with the guitar in rejection. You know I can't afford to waste my time here with all the money my family spent already. You only got this one shot. What are we doing first? Why not science first, since that's your hardest subject? Got a textbook? What happened to yours? I tried throwing it at Nazer and it flew over the cliff. Why? Just something you do, you know? You got a textbook or not? Yeah? I retrieved the tome from my backpack. Science is easily the heaviest thing in there. So what, we take turns reading it? Too slow, let's just huddle and read it together. Why not just switch it back and forth? Don't feel like it, we reading or not? Fang sits beside me on the ground, her oversized beak obscuring a good portion of the side of the page in my peripheral vision. I can feel the prickle of her feathers barely brushing against my back. We're on chapter 16, right? 18. Are you even paying attention? What do you think I hang out with you for? We read about electric currents in silence for a few minutes. How do I know when she's done so I can turn the page? You done? I wasn't reading it. Fuck you. You wish. Don't read into that. If I read the first page out loud, will you read the second? Sure. Fang leans back onto the floor, hands behind her head. Get started. Ugh. In conductors, electrons are free to move around and flow easily. This is not true for insulators, in which the electrons are more tightly bound to the nuclei, which we'll discuss next, with blah blah blah. Fang, I'm trying to read to you here. Cut that out. She really did pass out. Get up or I'll poke you. With what? 4 more minutes. I don't think I won't. These guns are cocked and loaded. Target locked. Weapons hot. Battery 1. The fuck? Quit falling asleep during class. This is my room. I'll do what I want. I'm trying to take this serious. I'm home. Oh no. Lucy, Nazer, are you here? I got your favorite dino nuggies. Those are for Nazer. Sure. Anyone home? I hear footsteps getting progressively closer as Fang's mother searches for any sign of life in the house. A door down the hall opens. Sweetie, Nazer. Oh, I guess he must be bowling with Mo again. You need to leave now. Are your headphones in again? I'll open the window. Just jump. This is the second floor. Broken bones are better than... There you are. I didn't realize your boyfriend was over to visit. I love her, man. Look at her. What? Fang's hand covers her bright red face. I wasn't aware their beaks got red too. Mom, he's not... What did I say about knocking? That you and little Nazy need to knock on our door at night when it's special time. What? What? Not what you said. That's no way to talk to your mother, especially in front of a guest. The tiny Ptero turns to me with an apologetic smile. Since you're here, why don't you stay for dinner? Something tells me Fang's dad would make me the dinner. Beef strong does not sound palatable to me. Actually, he was just leaving now. But I wanted to show him your baby pictures. I don't need that. Right now, in fact, he's gonna miss the bus. I have one with me right now. She reaches elbow deep in her purse and pulls out a small flip book. This is my favorite little picture of you and Nazer. She shows the photo in my face that I immediately make out as a bathtub with an infant Fang and Nazer playing on the water. It's like that one part of the Loud House, I guess. Well, it is kinda cute, I guess. Before I can open my mouth, Fang jabs me in the ribs. He doesn't have time for this. Fang pulls me off the ground and begins to push me towards the door. Well, I hope you enjoyed spending time with my little tooth fairy. You're welcome back anytime you'd like. I manage a weak wave as Fang continues to rush me towards the door in embarrassment. We reach the front door as she quickly turns back inside. Okay, bye, see you at school, Anna. I hear the door slam behind me and I'm left alone on the porch. That was interesting. Guess I'll go wait at the bus stop. Does Fang's mom really think I'm her boyfriend? I know we spend a lot of time together. Fang seemed really quick to deny that, though. Does it mean anything? My life is like a video game. Oh, come on, motherfucker. Bzz, bzz. Text. Hey, bad earlier. Sorry about Mom. Ignore anything she says. Don't tell anyone what you saw. Anyone. $10. I have my dad on speed dial. $5. Yeah, JK. Gobble a knob. See you Monday. See ya. The bus hasn't gotten here yet. Surprise reappearance from the Colboyd. You're that kid with the date from before, ain't ya? What? I flip around to see the street vendor from a few weeks ago. You remember me? I've been working this corner for a better part of 2 years now. I know how to tell faces apart. Plus, this ain't exactly the skinny part of town, you know? I guess. You got back from another date. This was a study session. Why am I telling you this? Yeah, a study session. I get ya. It really was just saying. Fang tried to get me to play the guitar, but I made sure to keep on track. You what? She was coming on to you, dummy. Ooh, oh, fuck. Oh, still point stands. What's that? I was right. By the way, that wasn't your ride, was it? I looked back to see the tail end of the city bus rounding the corner onto the next street. Next one comes in 45 minutes. Shut up and give me a danger dog. Well, someone knows their Franks. Coming right up. It's either a loud blaring fan or the cars and the birds outside. When it comes to me not burning up to death. And I need an open window, an open door. You know, it's the middle of summer. So yeah. 2 weeks later, looking over my final grades. My science score is lower than normal. Couldn't study with Fang anymore since the mother incident. She doesn't want me to be seen by her anymore. Instead, I've been studying at home. Got a pretty great grasp on the core subjects, too. In the end, Mr. Jingo screwed us over by making music midterm a live demonstration. Horrid marks there, but I did get things pretty great with math and English. My GPA was secured, at least for whatever the fuck I decide on. And of midterms means the start of a new quarter, halfway through the semester, and things have been going pretty good. I didn't completely fuck up so far, and I think the rest of the band is starting to warm up to me. Especially Fang. In fact, we've been hanging out more in the auditorium after school. Instead of band practice, we've been making use of the projector. Yeah. Alright, so guess Reed might have a point. This might be important. Not exactly in the introspective sort of mood. I refuse to accept that I had a part to play in this debacle other than being the victim. So this time we're gonna ignore her. I'm good. I got nothing. Spears sighs like he expected me to add something more. What was I supposed to say? Forgive her and act like nothing happened? Well, I can't say I blame you for that. After all that, Trish remains silent, her eyes locked on the floor. You can go home for the day if you need to. Right before I clamp my hand on the doorknob, Spears speaks up. Don't think I didn't notice. Yep. I open the door to see Fang again, expression complex, leaning against the door's frame. Comforting arm. Might have felt a bit jealous. Try and talk with Trish. I'm taking a break. Wait, of sadness? Reed's expression shifts to one of sadness and shock. Me taking a break from the band. Just need time to think. You know that'll crush Trish. So this is different. I can't really stop you if you think it's right, dude. Just taking a breather and all. Thanks. Yeah, I think last time they said they... Okay, so I'm coming out earlier, and if I talk to her, then they've already discussed that when I get out of the office. He offers a weak smile as we turn away from the principal's office. See ya, Space Cowboy. God damn it, Reed. We make our way to the front of the school as I mentally prepare myself for what's coming. Time for the walk of shame. Do the Naruto run. Need to borrow a jar. Alright. So, Nazer helped me get to know Fang a little better the other time. This time he doesn't. So we're going to go through this again. He doesn't turn to look at me when I enter or walk down the aisle. He's hunched over with his head resting in his hands, glances at me from the side. Some of the lights are off when I get there, but I can make out Nazer's outline. Blah, blah, blah. You want to talk to me? Hold down the seat next to his. This is the same seat as the one I was in a few days ago. Why'd you call me? Let me think. He fixes his gauge at the stage curtains. I can see the gears in his head turning, but his expression is telling me he doesn't actually know what he wants to do. I shouldn't have pushed you yesterday. It was a moment of weakness. Don't worry about it. I can take a hit. When you told me Fink could kiss you because you told her feelings, I couldn't really describe it. Worst case scenario, don't follow. Told you a while back how I can't do anything to help my sister. That frustration has just been getting worse. Not sure it's anything wrong with Fang at this point, like that it might be me getting upset over what I don't understand. Something like that. Wouldn't worry too much about her. She tells me she's fine. She might come back to school tomorrow. She bounces back well. Still a bit on edge, but that's her business. Yeah. Can't shake the feeling. Can't get the right words. Does it bother you that much? It's not that exactly, but I'm lost. Is he asking me to say something for him? That's dumb. I'm not a mind reader. Well, if that's all, I'm gonna leave. I have homework and stuff to do. Now it's gonna be maybe a little different. Yeah, sorry. Text me if you figure it out. Nazer looks back ahead at the curtains and doesn't get up to follow me out of the auditorium. I fished the key from my backpack and unlocked the door. My place is as drab as ever, and Fang is laying in my bed paying close attention to whatever she's doing on her phone. She looks like she hasn't slept in days. How long has she been on her phone? I'm home. You feeling better? The loud sound of chewing and a thumb up was a good enough reply. You didn't really miss anything today. Mr. Fernsworth basically gave everyone the day off. She finally finishes whatever she's raided from my fridge with a massive gulp. So, no homework to catch up on. So, relationships shouldn't be this hard. What have you been doing? Nothing. Oh. Ate all your salami, tried playing a game, but I don't know your password. Thank fuck she didn't see any Saturnia. Guess it slipped my mind to give it to you. What else can I... Oh, Nazer wanted me to meet him. Fang looks up from her phone. Why? He just ended up mumbling a lot about the two of us, so I left. What a weirdo. Can't he stop getting into my business for like a week? Sickos. Absolute sickos. Him and Naomi. I sit on the bed next to Fang. Forget about him. How about we actually do something fun now? Like what? We could play some party games or something. Oh. It can be something else if you want. I just thought you were going to say we should go out somewhere or something. I'm trying to save money for a new game that comes out in a new week. That's alright. Got anything you want to play in mind? I'm fine watching. Still have a lot to think about, you know? I get the feeling I've just stuck my foot in my mouth. Or maybe she's just not telling me something. Not really my place to pry, if you say so. I lower up Towervania, a melody of melancholy, and Fang's phone buzzes. Oh snap. Something happened, I gotta go. Someone get hurt? Nothing that serious, but I should still be going. Don't want to overstay my welcome. Okay. Fang gives a quick hug of goodbye and waves as she goes out the door. I return my attention to the game and end up playing till nightfall.
Trying hard to beat the stage, all while I am still collecting coins.